6.
6. So the
And
diameter,
why would it not be, so that 2 right there is making it get divided by 2, not multiplied by 2?
because
By the radius?
you only want half the circle.
Uh-huh.
The area of a circle is pi r squared, but this is a semicircle or a half circle, so you only want half of it.
Oh, right, yeah, radius, and then there's diameter.
That's right.
All right, yeah, I guess I never, I don't know how I didn't piece that together. Yeah, so then that would be 1/2 pi 6 um
6 squared.
6 squared, and then would I reduce it even more or
Yeah, like square the 6, that's 36. And then cut that in half, so it's 18 pi centimeters squared.
mm, 18 pi centimeters square? Okay,
What's unclear? What do you want?
I'm just trying to look at it real quick. So I have to take half of it and then half of 12 and then multiply.
Just to be clear, this 1/2 over here with the area is not related to this. This
Yeah,
is only for the semicircle.
yeah.
The
I
the
was
di-
thinking for the
yeah,
square root, so
the
so you could
diameter
do
is
1
12.
half
Half is
and
6.
then 1/2 pi, 1/2 pi 36. Um, yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. I'm not super confident with these problems, so
But
just
but
going
but
over it.
do you see that it's like what do I need to find the area of the circle, semicircle? I need the radius. Well, the radius I can get from the diameter.
Hmm.
The diameter is the leg of the triangle. So I go find the leg of the triangle to get the diameter to get the radius.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
It's a flow. It's what do I want? I want the radius. I can get the radius from the diameter. The diameter is the leg of the triangle. So when I get the leg of the triangle, that's the diameter, then I can calculate the radius, then I get what I want. So you go until you have something or can calculate something, then you go backwards.
Okay, all right. One radius diameter less of the. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, yeah, thank you. That's a good visual for it.
All right, let's look at number 2. So there's a square inside a circle. Okay, so
Square inside a circle.
like this, that's your square. Sometimes it's good to draw it off to the side so you're not overthinking it. What is the area of the square?
Um, the area of a square is 4, I guess, or well,
Base times height,
base times height 16.
16 meters squared. Okay. All right. Now, this is just like the previous problem. We're gonna come back to this in a moment. Um, but you calculate the things you know. So how do you find the area of a circle?
Um, you find the area of a circle. It's
What's the formula for area of a circle?
um pi r squared.
Yes, so you need the radius. Do you know the radius in this problem?
It is not known.
No, you do not know the radius. Do you know the diameter?
No.
You do not, but maybe you can calculate the diameter. What have I drawn right here that you also made?
You've drawn a triangle with a 90 and 45 angles.
Yeah, so if I just rotate it a little bit, it's 4 and 4. How do we find the hypotenuse of a right
You have
triangle?
to hypotenuse is the multiply it by square root 3,
This is a square root 2, 45,
square
45,
root
90.
2.
Yeah. Seems like we missed
When,
a lesson on 45, 45, 90 and 30, 60, 90s.
yeah.
So you can also use Pythagorean theorem to figure that out. Okay, now that's the diameter of the circle. So the diameter of the circle is 4 square root 2, but what do you want?
Um, you want to get the
What
radius.
radius? How do you get the radius from?
You'd have to, uh, I guess, make it into the Pythagorean theorem.
No. You from the diameter. How do you get the radius from the diameter?
You break it in half, divide it in half.
Yes. So the radius, what is the radius?
2.
Divide this by 2. So it's 4 root 2 divided by 2. That's 2 root 2.
2 root 2. And then,
That's your radius. Is that clear?
yeah,
Okay. So now we got to find the area of the circle. The area of the circle is pi radius 2 root 2 squared.
pi square root 2 root square. And would I just leave it like that, or would I?
You have to square this.
Um, so then that would be a0 equals pi 4 square root 4, or would it
So,
just be 2?
so it's 2 squared, and then the root 2 squared is itself 2. So it's 4 times 2. So it ends up being 8 pi.
8 pi. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is my main issue with these problems is like I don't really know how to do the all the setup for it.
Okay, well
The answer.
we'll get some more practice here, but um we can talk about this in a moment. Let's just keep going here. So the area of the circle is 8 pi.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what you want. You want the circle subtract to the square.
Circle subtract to the square.
The area of the circle is 8 pi. The square is 16.
Square is 16.
So you just
8
subtract
pi.
them.
Um,
This is your
well,
answer. This is your answer. There's no
you don't do anything to it after.
no. No, this is it.
So would that be the like exact answer?
Yes.
Okay. And then I guess it's uncommon for them to ask for the approximate, right?
They might, but you can put this in your calculator if you want. So let's just there's a couple things here. I guess there's still a couple of times here I've noticed. So let's say the circle has a diameter of 16. What is the radius?
The radius is 8.
Okay. What is the area of a circle formula?
Pi times radius squared.
Okay, so what would the area of this circle be?
It would have to be pi 8 squared.
What does that reduce to? What is the simplified form of that?
Pi 64.
Or 64 pi? Good.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. Now let's say in this new problem, diameter is 10 square root 3. What is the radius?
The radius, I guess 5 square root 3.
Yes, exactly.
All
5
right,
square root
cool,
3.
cool.
Okay, that's very good. Now, the formula for the area of a circle is pi r squared. Pi 5 square root of 3 squared. So
5 square root of 3
so let
squared.
me know when you get it cut up to here so we can talk about how to do this. You learned this last year in Algebra 1, just have forgotten or don't remember very well. You square each term. So you square each part, 5 squared.
Uh-huh.
and then the
And then,
square root of 3 squared.
mhm.
Now 5 squared is 25.
Um,
The square undoes the square root.
so then that would just be 3.
Times 3. Bring the pi down. So this is 75 pi.
75 pi. Okay. So yeah, I guess that makes sense.
All right, so maybe try one on your own here before we move on further. Let's say the diameter is sorry, I'm just trying to find something. So 6 square root 3. I want you to find the area of the circle.
Is it 3 pi?
That was pretty fast. I feel like you may want to look at your work just one more time.
So 3, 3, 2. All right, call me crazy. Is it 9?
You're getting closer. So what is the radius?
All right.
What is the radius?
Oh, the radius is 3 and 3. 3 square root of 3.
Okay, so the area of a circle is pi r squared, pi 3 square root of 3 squared. So you have to
Mm-hmm.
square the 3 and square the square root of 3. What is 3 squared?
Oh, that's what I didn't do. I didn't square root, like, I square rooted like it just total. Yeah, that would be 9 times 3, 27.
27 pi. Yeah.
All right, yeah, that was just a simple mistake. I square rooted it like as total number. So I just got rid of the square root, so then it would be like, oh, 3 times 3, because like the squared would get rid of that square root.
Yeah, so let's just do a couple of these reducing root or squaring root problems. So now let's look at this here. Let's say I want you to do 8 square root of 2 squared.
8 square root 2 squared. Um, 8 squared times 2 squared, 64, and 2. No.
Yeah,
Yes. Sorry. I don't know why I was
it's
thinking
okay.
this messed up
It's
there.
okay. Let's have you try one here. Do this one for me on the right.
All right. 4 squared, 3 squared, no, 3. 16 times 3, 48.
Yes, 48. Okay. Let's try one more of these problems here. See if you've got it. Semicircle. Okay. The diameter here is 12 square root 3 meters. Okay. I want the area of the semicircle.
Area of the semicircle. Um,
So just find the area of the circle and cut it in half.
is it 18?
You're going way too fast if you're giving me that answer that quickly. You've got to first find the radius. Did you find the radius? Then you want to write the formula for area.
Or the form for area. Um, so the formula for area is that like
It's pi r squared. Pi r squared.
so it's pi r squared again. So
So
that
what is your radius?
the radius is 6 and 3.
Okay, so now we've done this a bunch of times. You got to take this number, radius, and put it in here and square it.
All right, 6 squared times 3, 36 times 3, 36, 3, 18, 10, 108.
Okay, so it's 108 pi, but this is not, that's for a full circle. A semicircle or half circle, you have to take the last and cut it in half.
So then that would be 54 square.
Pi,
I mean,
pi
54 pi.
meters squared.
So 54 pi m squared.
So I really want you to be able to do one of these on your own. That's you are you think you're really ready for that?
Um, I'm gonna write down the formula again.
Okay.
R squared. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for it.
Okay. So here's a new problem for you. The diameter is 2 square root 3.
Um, A equal. Is it 77 pi?
Okay, what is
Um,
let's start with the radius. What is your radius?
your radius is 12.
How can it be 12? Radius is half the diameter.
Um, Shoot, I don't think I forgot to do that part.
Okay, well, so let's
That
start
would
over. What is half of the diameter?
1 and 3.
Yeah, square or 1 squared 3. And then what's the area of a circle formula?
It is the pi times radius squared.
What is the radius?
The radius is 1 square root 3
Okay,
squared. So then that would be 1 squared times 3. And then the final answer would just be 3,
3 pi.
3
But
pi
but it's a semicircle, so you have to cut this in.
to half,
Yes.
making it 1.5 pi.
Yes. Okay. Um, we really got to get you to do one of these rights, but so I'm gonna get fully right when I say that. Um, okay, so here's kind of a variation on that first problem. I'm gonna step you through this. The first thing you need to do is find the missing side.
All right, so I think I'll do a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Okay, do that.
So then so currently I have 194 equals c squared. I have to square root that, correct?
It's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A and b are the legs. Is the missing side a leg or the hypotenuse?
Um, I think it's
The legs always shoot out from the 90.
yeah. Shoot. Yeah, I didn't. I wrote 13 as B instead of
Yeah,
C.
and that's okay. That's why we're doing it so I can just help you get caught up here. So 5
Yeah.
squared is 25 plus b squared equals 169. Okay,
So
work
then
the
that would be B squared equals 144.
okay, so what is b?
B is 12.
Good. Now That's the diameter of the circle. What is the
Diameter
radius
of
of
the
the,
circle.
the diameter of the circle is 12. What is the radius of the circle?
6.
6. So find the area of the circle and then cut it in half.
All right, so pi radius squared. 6. So you'd get to 36, like pi 36.
Okay.
I mean 36 pi,
And then you cut it in half because it's a semicircle.
making it 18 pi.
Yes.
And then,
That's it. That's the answer.
all right.
Okay. So we should move on to some other problems, but that will clarify some things, maybe not everything. So let's look at number 3 here. So the first thing I want us to do is, because we did some problems like this last time we worked together, is we need to find this interior angle in blue, this central angle in blue.
Uh-huh.
And you were for a while writing this on there.
Uh-huh.
So do you recall how to find that missing angle?
Um, I mean, there will be two 90-degree points on it, correct?
Yes.
And then
So what do you know about a four-sided polygon? About the
it
sum
has
of,
to equal 360, correct?
yeah, yes. So
So then,
find the missing angle.
so currently you'd have 180 and 105. 285 minus 360. 360 minus 285. 75 would be your last angle, X.
Okay, so yes, let me just reframe the question here a little bit. Very good. So we know the angle in there is 75 degrees. Okay, what is the other angle? What's the one that's of the shaded region? What's that angle?
It would have to equal up to 360 combined with the
Okay,
one we know.
okay.
So
So
then that would be 360 minus 75, which is 285.
285. Good. Okay. So the area of a circle is pi r squared. We've been doing that over and over again. All right. Here's how you find the area of a semicircle using a slightly different formula. You take the angle out of 360 times pi r squared. Now, what was the angle in a semicircle? Do you recall?
The angle in a semicircle is 75 degrees.
180.
No, sorry. I don't know why I said that.
That's well, because we don't worry
Yeah, I
about it.
just like
So do you see
remember.
that? Do you see that this reduces to 1/2 pi r squared?
I do, yeah.
So the area of any sector in a circle is the angle divided by 360 pi r squared.
360 pi r squared.
So this blue is a sector. And its angle is 285.
285 with 360, and then that would
What's the radius of this circle?
you just would have to reduce that, correct? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense.
You have to, what is the radius?
The radius is 12, because the O to D is 24. No, the radius would be 48.
What O to D is the center to the edge.
That
is the definition of radius.
And then, yeah, so I guess 24 centimeters.
Yes. You don't have to answer this, Zach, but my observation is you're really off tonight, and I don't know if there's something going on. but it's just my perception, and I'm not trying to be critical of you, but let me know how I can best help, because I sometimes not sure if I'm helping you.
No, yeah, you're definitely helping. So I'm just like struggling to just, I don't know, keep this all in my head. I don't know
Okay.
why.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll keep going here. The This doesn't work out very nicely, so you could probably go right to a calculator for this one.
Oh. And then with the calculator, 24 times 24, it would make more sense to multiply the 24 by 24 first, correct?
Depending on what your calculator you're using, you can do it all in one step. Actually, it does work out nice. I take that back. So yeah, you can just don't put the pi in.
So 24 times 24, let me do that one real quick. 16, 9, 8, 4, 6, 17, 576.
That's true, but you got to multiply it by 285 divided by 360.
So then 576 to 85 over 360. I guess you can make it like divide the numbers by 2 and just go from there. Make them smaller.
This works out. I'm just asking you to do this in your calculator. This works out nicely.
All right, yeah, here, let me type that in. Oh, sorry, just had to grab my calculator. All right, 2, 5, 7, 6 times 2, 8, 5 over 360. I don't know what I did wrong in the calculator for that because I got like 207,000.
Okay, so just do 576 times 285 and then divide by 360.
All right, 576 times 285 equals divided by 456.
Yes. Okay.
So then 456 pi.
That is your answer with centimeters squared.
Centimeters squared. And then when you write it with a 3, does that make it like cubed? I don't know. I just thought of
Yes.
that.
No, that's good. That's a good question to ask, because you want to, why is 2 squared? I mean, 3 cubed, that's just the language.
Oh,
There's probably some background for that, but okay. New problem here for us to look at. So we are trying to find the area of the shaded blue region. Okay.
okay. So
To do this, we need 2 things. We need to know the angle, which happens to be 60, because 30, 60, 90 make up the triangle there.
36,
And
90.
so that's a good start. And then we also need the radius.
And then the radius would be A to N.
That's right. And we know that T to A is 12 square root 3. This is the long leg of the 30, 60, 90 triangle. And I'll draw the reference triangle on the bottom here to help. So when you're solving these special triangles, you set the known side, which is 12 root 3, equal to the reference side, x root 3.
X root 3. Then so Okay, wait. I just need a minute just to like
Yeah,
look
go
at
ahead and
that real
digest
quick.
this. There's a lot here.
Mm, 30, 60, 12. So you wrote 12 over 3 on the top one because you know T to A is 12 over 3.
12 root 3. 12 root
Oh,
3.
yeah, sorry, I don't know why I'm saying that as well. And then the so below's like the blank formula almost,
It's the reference triangle.
the reference. So it'd
Yeah.
be like x square root 3 x 2y. So am I just so so in order to find x for a to n.
You have to set the known side, which is 12 root 3, equal to the reference side. So we're gonna actually write an equation. 12 root 3 equals x root 3, and you're gonna solve for x.
Would that just be 12?
Yes, yes,
So is it just okay, wait, so I think it makes sense now. So because there's two square root threes, it kind of like cancels them out.
that's right. It also tells you what the short leg is. The short leg is x. X is 12. The hypotenuse is double the short leg, double 12, which is 24.
So the hypotenuse is always the longest leg, correct?
That's right. That's right. The longest side. The
Longest side. Yeah,
legs come
not
out from the
leg.
90. You can think of them coming out from your, just they come out from your
Square.
body.
Yeah, you're like 90, they're sticking out. And then so it's like opposite of the 90 degrees.
Yes, yes,
And then it's just double the shortest leg.
that's right.
And
So
then if
again,
you're given the hypotenuse, you know, you can just find the shortest leg by just dividing it in half.
yes. So
Okay.
we do all this. We just did all of this that we could find a to n, or the radius. What is the radius of this circle? What is the radius of the circle?
300 because we know there's
No, radius.
oh, radius, sorry. It would have to be
A to n. What's the distance from A
12.
to? It is 12. Okay.
And that's because we know it from just doing the
Yes.
triangle right there.
Yes. So this is so I'm going to scroll down. This is something that I've recommended on a lot of problems, is you don't draw everything. Okay. So this is 60 and the radius is 12. Oh, that's not very good. Let me redraw that slightly better. This is 60 degrees. This is 12. Okay. The area of a sector is the angle over 360 pi r squared. But the angle you want is, you just mentioned it, it's this other one, which is 300.
So then, so would I write 60 over
No,
360?
no, because you don't want the pizza slice. You want the blue. You want the blue
Uh-huh.
region. So
So then
that's
I'd
why
have to write
use the
300 over
300
360.
times pi 12 squared.
Okay. All right, yeah, and 12 is the radius.
Yeah.
Square that. So then um
So see if you can give me a final answer down here, please.
is it 5 over 6 pi 144?
That would be an intermediate answer. Give me the reduced answer, please.
Um for or what exactly do you mean by that? For
You can further simplify. Like when you go to the store, they don't tell you, oh, that's $2, that's $3, that's $4. They give you a total. You have to simplify. You have to multiply out
oh,
5, 6.
I have to apply the 144 with the
Yes,
5 over 6.
yes.
Okay. 5 over 6. 144. Uh, 12. Wait a second. Would it be 120?
Yes,
So I'd have to write 120 pi,
yes,
and that would be my exact. And then
yes,
if I wanted approximate, I'd multiply 120 by pi.
yes.
Okay. All right, that's more clear now.
Okay, let's do, we're gonna make a simpler problem here. Here's our circle. Okay. And let's say that this is 45 degrees. Okay. And your radius is 3 square root 2. So let's first find the area in red.
The area in red. Okay, so we know 45 degrees already. Um, so is the r equals, so that's, we're already given the radius, correct?
Yes, yes. You don't do anything unusual.
So would we just,
I'm just asking you to use the formula, put the numbers in, give me a final answer.
wait, so would I write like 0 over 360
It's not, it's
pi
not, it's not
root 2?
zero. It's the angle, the angle.
My bad. So I have to use, so do I have to use that 45 degrees to find the angle
Yes.
of all that?
Well, that is the angle.
So it's just 40. Oh, so the entire shaded area is 45 degrees.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So then 45 over 360, 45
Uh,
over 360 pi
R squared.
r squared. And then that
Yes.
would be 3 square. So would it make sense to write like 3 squared times 2? And that
Sure.
would
Here, sure.
be
Yeah.
18.
Yep.
And then, so then I think it would make sense to simplify 45 and 360.
Okay.
And that would be, I guess I have to do that real quick. 45, 360, 60s. 72. So I got 9 over 4,
That's correct.
and then
That's fine.
I would
Times
just
pi.
keep it as 9 over 4, right? I wouldn't write like
Yes.
1.5.
Yes. Yes. Now, let's say I wanted you to find the blue. What would you do to find the blue?
360 minus 45,
Okay.
and then
Can
that
you,
would be 315.
315? Yep.
And then I would I write 315 over 360?
Yes.
So then 315 over 360, and I reduce that. That's let's see. $63 over 72
63 over 4.
over. Oh, I didn't do the 3 square root 2 part yet. But like for the actual like the 315 over 360 like reduced, it would be like 63 over 72, correct?
It reduces to 7/8. And I
7
like this is
eighths.
all meant to be done with a calculator. I'm not trying to get like
Yeah.
you do this by hand.
Okay, so yeah, I guess it would be 9 times 2 once again, which would be 18.
Yeah.
And then you would have to insert that with a 7/8, giving you the 63 over 63 over 4,
Good.
because 9 the 8 would become 4, 18 would become 9, 9 times 7, 63, 4 times 1, 4.
Yes.
Man. All right, yeah, I don't know why
It's
yeah, I don't know
okay.
why this is like, out of everything we've done, this is like something I've just been, yeah,